Hey y'all, on this video here I just want to put it together, show you some of the docks that we've built that survived. Some of the other ones that have just been completely tore up, not constructed properly. Had several of our customers email and text in pictures of the docks during the storm and after the storm, kind of show you the aftermath of what's happened after the storms come through, the hurricane. Also some boats that got lifted in their boathouses and some boats that got beached up. It's pretty neat how we get them back in the water and get them lifted back up on top of the boathouse or inside the boathouse. If y'all would subscribe to the channel, I appreciate it. Hit the notification bell. I got plenty more projects coming up after this. We're still working on that big seawall over in Gulf Breeze. We got it actually pretty much completed. Now we're started on the dock. It's a 200-foot dock with a 18 by 42 foot boathouse. A little L shape that comes off of it. It's going to cover the platform also. That'll be 20 by 16. And we got a 14,000 pound boat lift going inside. Also got a 10,000 pound 4-piling boat lift on the outside. That'll be kind of a neat project to look at. You see the docks I just built at my personal residence came through the storm just fine. They were actually underwater, and I raised that jet ski all the way up as high as it would go, and the water was just touching the bottom of the jet ski at the highest peak. So we had 8 foot of water back in through here. Got my faithful companion Chief here riding around with us, checking out the property. Got 4 shepherds, and they're always fighting for who gets to ride with me. Looking good, looking good.
I got a question for you. The lift in the other house is 240 volt motors and electricity stuff. This is the way. Which the way we can get the lift is down. I need to pick the lift up so that's sitting salt water in the grave for how many lifts those gone.
You see the through flow decking came through just fine. No problems with this dock at all. It's still in good working order. Here's a boat that got washed up during Hurricane Sally. We're gonna go ahead and hook up to it and drag it back in the water. Don't look like there's any hull damage to it at all. So we've got the barge and the excavator over here. We'll hook a strap around it, pull it back in the water, and put it in the boat lift. I actually still have power on the boat lift. Is this one right over here. We're gonna be rebuilding that shortly, but we'll get it up out of the water and secure it for right now.
Maybe if I give you a shorter strap. Can you pull like that way? All right, we in there.
Here's another dock where the pilings were just not installed deep enough into the ground. We like to go at least 8 foot in the ground, sometimes 10 foot, depends on the conditions. You can see this was only in the ground 42 inches. Another boat here that's washed up on a shoreline. Another seawall that I believe the sheets just weren't installed deep enough into the ground. We try to get at least 8 to 10 foot of vinyl sheet in the ground when we install ours also, so it doesn't get pulled out during storm surges. Here's one of the barges that got loose from the bridge during Hurricane Sally. They got a tugboat out there right now with a big long cable all the way back to the barge. Looks like they might have some water in the barge, so they're pumping the barge out. We got a super high tide today, so I believe they're going to try to pull that off the shoreline. The barge got pretty darn close to the house right here. From what I can tell, looks like one of their spuds is down right there. And they're trying to jack that spud. It looks like they got some jacks and they're trying to get that spud jacked up. That'll definitely take some time. You can see there also where the barge got up into the seawall after it hit the dock over here. Beat up on that seawall just a little bit. And ended up resting up on another seawall over there with a bunch of rocks. See some damage right here where the barge got the end of the dock, broke the corner boathouse piling, snapped it loose from the boathouse roof, broke the end of it off. Now once he gets done pulling out there, going to have one heck of a snapper hole out there. I'm sure it'll be a nice size hole because that's some shallow water. Barge actually came through here and hit this dock too. Did some damage to it, knocked the end of it off, knocked the platform down. Here's a friendly pelican out there resting, taking a break. Thanks a lot for checking out my videos. We've got plenty more work coming up. We got a lot of boathouses and seawalls. So if y'all are interested in what we're doing here, y'all subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, then you'll be notified the next time I get another one posted up. I appreciate that. Just out here driving through the woods right now, checking the property out after our hurricane come through. We actually had 30 trees down over here on my property, so we're trying to get all that cleaned up right now.